Two of the game's top talents meet tonight. Watts is a hound when it comes to puck pursuit, but she also chipped in with an assist. Two teams looking starved for a win, and we are set to go. The Bulldogs win the draw, and they'll start on the attack. The Kraken have the puck in their own end. Hughes looks around, and that's poked away by Panarin. Takes the feed at the back end. They score! And just like that, it's a 1-0 hockey game.
Well, they started like a freight train, just steamrolling their opponent, James. I mean, they really dictated right from the onset of this game. That tells me one thing. They were prepared coming in.
The Kraken have the game's first goal just minutes into this one.
Well, and it's so different when you're playing with the lead versus playing without it, James, especially when you're in the away bar. Now you've silenced the crowd and you have all the momentum in your favor.
Fires it into the offensive zone. Weber's got it behind his own net. Slides it across to Hughes. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Takes a shot. Glove save made by Fleury. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. Still plenty of time left in this frame. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. Feeds it over to Lindholm. They've got the defense outnumbered. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Tries to get it over to Hughes. Whacks it into the offensive zone. Slides the puck ahead to Weber. And called for the offside. We'll get a face-off. Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. 1-0 the score. Gretzky's gained possession inside the neutral zone. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And a great save.
Well, he's showing great mobility here as he drops into the butterfly and moves across his crease with ease to make the save.
And the centers glide towards the dot here as we got a face-off set to go. Gretzky's won the face-off here in the offensive zone. Scores! Connor McDavid!
Well, pass reception is also about the pass itself here, James. And when you have a great pass, you're able to handle it. You can get it off quickly.
And the point streak continues in this rivalry series.
Well, and it's going to continue because he's been manipulating his opponent with the puck here, James. He's been opening up space and he's been creating offense.
Quick pass to McDavid. Puck picked up by Miller. Referee's hand shoots high in the air. Looks like we got a tripping penalty coming up. Let's see what the official says here.
Anytime you lose position on your opponent, this can happen. He gets the sticks out in the feet of his opponent, and guess what? He gets the tripping call. Well, first power play of the game, James. You want to start with possession and look to get shots to the net. It is the tone setter.
And they take possession off the draw here in their own end. The Kraken have taken over in the neutral zone. Along the half wall with the puck. Gets in front of the one-timer. Tkachuk's got the puck from the back end. Oh, what a stop by Fleury. Brantford's got it in their own zone. Sends it in on the attack. The Kraken have gained control of the puck along the wall. Moves it to Theodore. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Oh, that's tremendous poise in the defensive end to break off the pass. Larionov's ready for the draw as they continue to be shorthanded here. The Capitals come up with the defensive zone draw. Power play is over. Both teams back to even strength.
Well, the power play unit looks stifled out there, and they have to make adjustments and read off what the PK unit is doing, and there was none of that.
Hellebuck's opted to hang on to the puck for a face-off. Here in the back half of this period, and it's a 2-0 hockey game. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. He was locked in there. Good stop by Hellebuck. There's the whistle as the puck stopper elects to hang on. The centermen glide into position. Hughes wins the draw on their own end. Tries to feed it over to Raymond. Quick pass to Kucherov. Moves it around along the half wall. How did he stop that one?
Well, the shooter's going to run out of real estate because he does a great job of getting out of top of the crease and taking away all the room. When you make yourself as big as possible, there's less holes in the net.
And they win the draw on their own end. Moves it quickly over to Lindholm. Pokes it away. Excellent hand-eye coordination. Made the stop on the play.
Love the way the goaltender gets tight to the shooter here. The puck's in the low...
Stars! Make it 3 in a row, and they're humming now.
Well, they certainly are. 3 in a row. They've got their opponents on their heels. It is a wave. You can feel it. The energy every single shift. They're getting it in.
So he continues his point streak against these rivals, and he seems to thrive in this matchup.
Oh, he thrives, all right, James. I mean, this is why you play, right? These types of rival games that really elicit your greatest skill set, and for him, he's just been a point machine.
Even broadcasters like meaningful games, people. Shot! And there's the save! Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Here in the late going of the frame, 3-0 is where we sit. Gretzky's won the draw here in the defensive zone. Takes the return feed. And he's tripped up on the play. Referee's hand goes up here. Let's see what the officials say.
Well, you're down a bunch of goals here, James, and really you take a penalty because you're chasing the game and you want to get back into it, but this one's a tough one to take.
Another special teams opportunity for both sides as the man advantage unit is back to work again.
They haven't scored on their power play yet. They've earned this opportunity. They'll get another look at it, look for different adjustments
It's a
to be made.
2-on-1, and they're on the attack. Passes it over. Looks to make a play over to Faber. Tap dances around the check. Centering feed. He scores! What an opportunity, and delivers!
I really like the way they move the puck around to wait for the right time to be able to move that puck for the one-timer in that low slot area. He didn't have much time to get it off, but he got some wood on it and buried it.
Puck possession so critical in today's game, and the official ready to drop the puck right here. And they grab possession of the puck after that center ice face-off. Theodore's moving the puck through his own zone. Both teams getting a good sweat on after this first period. We've got lots more in store, and we're coming back with a clean sheet of ice next. Welcome back, everybody. James Cebulski with you. Period number 2. The middle frame ready to go. Here we go. Lots of time left in this one, but certainly a lopsided affair to this point. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under. Trying to shake the defender. All alone. Poked away, and the gamble pays off.
Well, this is extremely high-risk play, James, but the reward was also high because that's a perfectly timed poke check.
Brantford's got a hold of it against the wall. Blocked in traffic. My goodness, look at this. The pressure is really starting to cook. Makes the save. And the D comes up with it. And they've got it in their own end now.
Makar's had such an impressive night offensively. You know that's his wheelhouse, as he loves to have the puck on his stick. He creates, he's confident with it, and he's got a multi-point game.
And he keeps possession. The Bulldogs cross the line and gain the zone. And just got a piece of it to keep it out.
Hellebuck's made a nice stop there, and that can be difficult to do, James. I mean, sometimes you get cold or you get lulled into a game where you've been in the offensive zone most of the time. So it's often about timely saves that makes the difference.
The Capitals win the faceoff. Brantford's got the puck along the wall. And not much on that one. In front, and a stoppage on the play as the goaltender covers things up. Nearing the midway mark of the period. It's 4-0. This has been a one-sided affair right from the get-go. The Capitals take possession here inside the offensive zone. Here's a blast. And the traffic neutralizes that threat. Delayed penalty coming up here by the official. Oh, these home fans have had enough. They're wondering when a call's going the opposite way here, Cheryl.
You can hear the frustration right now with that third call in a row, I might add, James. I mean, this is a one-sided game, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Another chance here on the man advantage.
The power play has seen success tonight, and I like what they've been doing, James. Just reading the ice that they've been given. Nothing static, a lot of motion, and really reading where the places to attack is.
Down the left wing, they gain the zone. Steps in front of the one-timer and makes the save. Gretzky's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. Off the draw, they take possession. Faber's taking it from his own end. And that's knocked away in the defensive end by Redden. Here they come on the attack. Takes a shot. Oh, that had some heat on it. He makes the save. Into the attacking area from the left side. Sends the pass in front. He scores! What a play!
Well, the goaltender can't get set to that shot because he continually moves his feet and changes the angle, and his head is up the entire way, and he fills the back of the net.
Well, Pounder, you know something about rivalry matchups, and, I mean, this is what rivalry's all about, right?
Really is, and there's an uptick in his performance every time he plays this team, James. I mean, he's a point-per-game player when he faces this opponent, and there's no question about it. He is a difference maker when he plays against them.
Oh, here we go! How? Scores! And another goal for the road team here tonight, and the rain of boos has begun from the crowd.
Yeah, right from the rafters, all the way down, the booing begins, and it doesn't let up. They cannot believe that their team is just not played tonight, not happy with the effort as they're getting blown out.
The Kraken have been unrelenting in their pursuit of the puck and just shutting down the opposition at all ends.
Well, when you have it, your opponent doesn't, and that's the starting point right here, is they've been able to get a ton of shots. The net is reflective on the scoreboard, but at the other end, the goaltender's been fantastic.
And they score!
Players like this are so difficult to knock off the puck and defend, James. That low center of gravity, strength, good core, and finding a way to hold the puck, get their feet moving, and make a play with it. Extremely dangerous, and the goal is a result.
The Kraken have been playing one way all night long, and that's attack the net here, Cheryl.
Yeah, they've been real aggressive in order to get the puck, and then when they get it, they're holding it. And the offensive zone possession numbers really show that they're winning this game in that zone. I mean, opening up lanes, finding ways to attack the net. They've been incredible all game.
Picked up along the wall by Perry. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Centers are lined up, and we are ready to resume. Lindros wins possession in the defensive zone. Taken along the wall by Faber. Puck scooped up by Solani. Feeds it on over to Nugent-Hopkins. We got a delayed penalty coming up. That trip right in front of the official's eyes. Can't get away with that.
I always hated to play in these games. You just came out flat and nothing you did made it better. Now they got to kill off a penalty when they're getting blown out. Real tough game.
Face off and another opportunity to take a look at the man advantage unit here.
Gotta love when it feels easy, James. When the power play is working, the puck is moving, there's motion, everything seems directed at the net.
Fires it! Oh, they stopped that one on the one-timer! Larionov's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Brantford's got the win off that draw. They try to maintain possession inside the defensive zone. Intercepted in the offensive end by Nugent-Hopkins. Stepping out of the crease now to play the puck. A little crashing and banging forces the turnover. Brantford's got the puck in the defensive end. Quick feed to Nyquist. Loses the coverage there.
Well, you can see everyone in and around the net looking for any garbage that's left in front, but I'm telling you, he controls everything. He's got magic pads. He's able to hold on to it.
Watts gets set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. And they take possession here inside the offensive zone.
Well, with a hefty lead, the team looks comfortable, and certainly that power play did. Yes, they didn't execute, but didn't seem to have the urgency that they had earlier in the game.
Brantford's got a hold of the puck. Through center. Takes the feed in the middle of the ice. Pokes it away in his own end. Puck moved over to McKinnon. And there's the horn, bringing the second period to an end. All right, they say 3 is the magic number. Period number 3 is coming up next. Welcome back. James Cebulski ready to bring you all the play-by-play. Well, this has been an absolute blowout through the first 2 periods. We get underway here in the third. Well, Pounder, we've played more than 40 minutes now in this one. How do you view things?
The Capitals have had a ton of grade A scoring chances. They just haven't been able to solve the goaltender. They can't get frustrated. I really like their play. They just got to stick with the game plan and continue to attack the net.
Feeds it over! Kucherov's got it along the boards. Works it across to Hughes. What a steal in his own end. Here they come on the attack. The Capitals get a hold of the puck along the boards. Scores! And maybe an attempt to try to make it respectable, or is this a comeback here, Cheryl?
Well, it certainly makes the deficit look better. And listen, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but that's the starting point. If you want to be able to claw your way back into this one, you got to build off that last shift. This is my kind of player, James. I mean, the key to this goal is all about retrieval, as she is in and on the forecheck, on the hunt, hounding it, and finds a way to put it in.
The Capitals are starting to show a little respectability here amongst themselves as they get one back.
Yeah, and it's about mojo. It's how you end the game with good habits because you want to make sure that you don't carry the beginning of the game into your next one.
And off the draw, they win the faceoff. Tries to get the puck over to McDavid. Picking up steam in the offensive zone. Play whistle dead, penalty coming up.
Well, we know the time on ice numbers are all going to the penalty killers here, James, because it has been an onset, a parade to the penalty box. They got to find a way to play even strength.
They'll go back to work on their special teams.
When a power play is operating like this, been so successful, yeah, you can pad your stats. Never knew this one because I was never on it.
The Bulldogs win the draw. Brantford's got it in their own zone. Looks to pass it to Theodore. Right through center and into the offensive zone. The pass out front. What a chance, but they can't connect. Nice play shorthanded as they get control of the puck. And now he tries to get it across to Larionov. Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it, and it stays out of the net. Just moments away from the resumption of this power play. They're ready to drop the puck here for this faceoff. Nugent-Hopkins wins possession off the draw. McKinnon's got it in the defensive end. Tosses it to Miller. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. Passes it over. And that's a smart heads-up play by Burns. Brantford's PK unit comes up clutch.
Sometimes when
trying to gain a step. He's in the clear. Denies him on the breakaway. Hellebuck's got the puck, and we'll get a whistle here with a stoppage of play.
Well, and this is a smart play, James. He's made huge saves all throughout the game, and this is a smart decision to be able to preserve the lead. He knows exactly where he's at, and he gets a much-needed face-off.
Larionov's won the draw, and they're on the attack. And he'll take a moment to regroup back at center. Sends a pass over.
DeBrincat's a pure goal scorer, but he just can't find the back of the net tonight. They may have to consider an adjustment here because they really need one to get back in this game. This is a blowout right now.
From the place 99 made famous.
It's always a challenge to make a save when there's tons of traffic in front of you, but he does a great job of tracking, staying dialed in, and makes the save.
McCarr's got the puck in his own zone. Now he slides it up to Raymond. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. Here's a short pass to Panarin. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. And a stick breaks that up. Pass it up ahead. Slides it across to McDavid. On the attack along the boards. Handles the puck at the point. He's got a little jump. He's in all alone. Oh, that's poked away. Wow.
I love this play, James. It shows confidence. And he gets out the top of his crease and he assumes the risk with that poke check.
Grabbed along the boards by Faber. Angles it over to Niedermeyer. Just a little too much contact and couldn't hang on to the puck. The Kraken have gained possession off the wall. And he takes the feed. Shakes off the coverage. Less than a minute to go now here in regulation. Turn that one aside. Looks like lineups are set and they're ready to get things back underway. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Oh, he got a little sliver of it, and it stays out.
That's a great save as he drops into the butterfly. You want to make sure that you take away the top of the net, but you know you got the lower net covered, and the agility to be able to move across the crease is an example right there.
Right up Main Street and on the attack. Theodore's taking the puck behind the net. Tees it up from the point. Quick pass to Ovechkin. Into the offensive end now. Over the line they come.
Make a change.
Well, a tough night, getting even tougher in these these final seconds as the fans letting them know this was unacceptable. Moves the puck across to Lindros. There's the final horn, and this one's in the books. You know, you break down some of the statistics here tonight, and look at face-offs here, Cheryl. I think a key reason why this team was able to win tonight.
Well, and the coaches have talked to us about how their centers are so strong at the dot. We've seen them in practice work a ton of minutes in these areas, and it's so specialized, the key details that make a difference in the game. They start with the puck, they own it, and they were able to capitalize.